Yo, everyday superpower where we talk about body language, we talk about relationships, game, dating, psychology, biology, everything in between. Today, this video is going to be in relation to girls flaking on you, and if it hasn't happened, not only are you the most magnetic person on planet Earth, but I'm wholeheartedly surprised because this will happen through numeric reasons, right? Even to the degree of testing you. Yeah, and as we get into this video, let me tell you there's two links down in the description. One of them will take you through to the catalogue of body language. It's my playlist to show how to read people through just observing their nonverbal behaviour. Second is the Patreon, where you'll join me in watching real life first dates. I'll show you the attraction and repulsion cues. We'll break it down. It'll be real game. You won't forget. Now, let's get on to it. So, you're preparing yourself to go and see someone. You've been talking, you've been texting, and if not the day before, the day of the actual date comes around, and at some point leading up, and I say this because it's a little bit too sudden, it's a little bit too close for comfort as far as the time you're actually supposed to be going out. You know, to the degree where you've come across this video, to the degree where you've sparked interest in what I have to say on this particular topic, there's a reason why you're listening to this, because you've come across this experience before, right? Or you want to learn how to deal with this experience, because personally I believe it will happen if you have quite a relatively frequent dating experience. It's happened to an extent where you've questioned yourself as to whether she's actually been honest about her reasoning as to why she's dropped out, because generally speaking she's not going to pop up and say, oh yeah, by the way, I've lost interest in you, because that would mean she would have to take accountability for her actions. Instead, it's going to be like you doing a no-show at work, or turning up to school, like not going to school because, oh, my belly hurts. You know, I've experienced this multiple times, so I speak freely on this. I've been through this enough, right? And it doesn't necessarily detract from your value as a male, because there are multiple perspectives one can take in order to understand this behaviour. But I will start with saying that the first thing to consider is maybe she's just not that into you, because there's attraction and repulsion, and if you were at that moment in time, at the very least, incredibly attractive like a magnet, you would pull her into your space. So at that moment in time, that's not the case. Number two, she might be anxious to some extent, you know. We've all been there. I think with men, as opposed to anxiety and pulling out because of anxiety, there's a pulling yourself too close in desperation. I think there's a balance between the masculine and the feminine when it comes to it. The feminine acts out more so this way, whereas the man is just like desperate to have it happen because we're desperate, right? Third, which sort of exists within the space of the first two anyway, because it will completely depend on how you react to this as to where momentum gets shifted. She'll be testing you to see how you react to it. All right, that, let's be real, that will always be part of the process. There is, I say, a subtle test. It might be subtle, but it speaks volumes how you react to this, right? Now, I guess some people have their own ways of dealing with it, and we'll just talk about we'll cover it all really. So, your standard man. First and foremost, whether he believes it or not, will say, oh yeah, how about this date and that date, and just start responding. How about we do it here and there and everywhere, blah blah blah. And along with these messages that the woman initially sends, it might not necessarily be bluntly finished over. There might be a, can we do another time? Can we re-establish a date? Can we do this and that? A question of such, yeah? But the thing being, she's dropped out on you once. You've led the way. Now, don't get me wrong. I hope this has been the case. You have made that date. You, as the man, have led. You've asked her out. You've set a time, a date, a venue, perhaps. And she's pulled out on you and your time. And I'm being deadly serious here to the men. That's your time, your energy, your consideration, your concentrated effort to make something for somebody else, and they've made what you perceive as a flaky sort of pull out. And now they're asking you, can we set a time? What do you mean, can we? Either you do it and talk to me, or it's dead, it's over. Because how are you as a man? Now, most men will do this. And this is where I'm telling you, do not do this. I don't care how beautiful the woman is. It does not matter. It really does not matter. It really does not matter. Can we set another time? What do you mean we? You're asking for me to set another time, alright? Because this generally happens on the first date. I'm talking about first dates, alright? Unless it's the second or third as to where it's... If you don't believe it, it's dead. You didn't set a good impression. Out of some particular reason, she's agreed to go on a second or third, and it's just not working out. Because otherwise, if she really liked you on that first date, she's gonna come across to you with an energy and a momentum which makes sense to you first and foremost, and she's gonna be more than happy to re-establish something. Because if she had such a good experience the first time, why would she cut that out of her life, right? So let me tell you, man, if she's pulled out on you and then she expects you to re-establish the same amount of concentration, energy, and set your own time that you have finite, your own life, cutting time out of your life when you could actually be doing something and creating something special for yourself, and she's asking you, set another time, don't do it. Don't even entertain it. You come to me with a time. I'll consider it. I'll consider it. But we don't even need to say that. If she wants you, she'll pursue at that purpose. And the beauty of it is that by not reacting, now this is where some people differ. Some people won't react, like they'll just not respond. They'll just leave her on airtime. She'll completely blank off that message. Oh yeah, sorry I can't come out. Oh, something's come up with the family. Oh, something's blah, blah, blah. And they'll try and make some convincing thing like you're dumb. Because you can't argue against it. And the thing is, you're not going to argue against it. You're going to see it for what it is. Me, I do respond to show acknowledgement. But I do so just in some brush off thing. Goodbye. I just say okay. That's it. Okay. And then that's it. I'll take the message and I'll put it in, you know what I mean, on social media when you can put like hidden messages and stuff, like send them to the general folder or whatever. See you later. I'm not interested in your alerts. I'm not interested in rushing to speak to you. I'm going to send a clear message without getting emotional about it. I'm just going to send a message. I'm a grown man and you're not special, because what are you doing? The beautiful thing is, in pulling out, you've given me more life, because now I can invest in something that's actually worthwhile instead of chasing you around for a little bit of action, you know? You've shown to me where I stand, and like, in a best case scenario, you are trying to test me, and I've given you the best result. You've already wasted my time. I'm not bothered. So I'll go back home, I'll work on something special, or I'll continue the social. I'll say, right, well, I was pumped for a social sort of experience. I'll go do something social. I'll go to an event, go see some music or something. I'll see if anyone else is available. Yo, what you saying? Let's catch up, I'm free tonight. And we'll go from there, yeah? But come on, men. What message do you send when you start texting and start rearranging things and doing this and that? You're just needy, you're desperate. These women are nothing compared to you. Yeah, they are your half. Yeah? Half and half, 50-50. I adore women, but I adore my time and myself above and beyond any person on planet Earth. I don't care. Any human walking on planet Earth, my time, energy, and attention is worth I can't even put into words the amount my time is worth. Once it's gone, I'm not getting it back. So don't waste my time. I've learnt my lesson about you. You're a flake. Okay. I don't care what excuse you got. Like let's say it's a legitimate excuse. Well, what is legitimate? Oh, sorry, my dad's had a heart attack. Alright, cool. That's fine. If that was the case and you really wanted to see me, when that's all said and done, you'll come back and you'll reschedule something. Right? That happens. You're going to pull out because of that. But when it comes to, oh, I feel really ill, oh, I feel this and that, I feel that and that, I don't care. Turn up. Turn up. Turn up. Or you should have at least established that before, because it just doesn't come out of nowhere. You should have said, by the way, blah, 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 which some girls do. They play this whole sort of push and pull thing, which is the equivalent. If it's a lesser evil. A girl will, prior to coming out and date you, say, oh, I'm feeling a bit blah, 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 blah. And I'll say, right, well, what are you doing? And then, if the answer's some sort of flip-floppy thing, it's the same answer to me. Fuck it off. Goodbye. Who do you think I am? I'm not like the men you've met before, where I got naught going on. I got shit to do. And if anything, it's a benefit to me that you're pulling out, because I can invest my time in something tenfold more important than you. It should be a blessing that I'm spending my time coming and seeing you. And that's the energy we need, because that is the reality we have. Do you see where I'm coming from? It's the God's honest truth. So if you're cheeky enough to believe you can do that and I'm going to waste my time, hands and knees, coming and pursuing you, go find the next man. You know? And that's the energy I want. That's the energy, man. I was young. And I've spent enough time having women take the piss out of me, man. When I was young, naive, dumb, teenage boy, I couldn't read the room, didn't understand. I don't think many people do. But then you grow and you become an adult and you start to have a different insight to the world. Yeah? If you're going to flake on me, that's your problem. At this point, that's your problem. You've exposed yourself as a liar, first and foremost, for committing to something and pulling out. You're not committed. You just pulled out on me. And you've just lost something special. And on this video, I'm not even going to talk about a woman coming back afterwards after realising that you're more man than any man she's ever come by. We're not even going to talk about that. Because that's irrelevant at this stage. We're too busy onwards thinking, that person's dead right now. Don't waste my time. Doesn't matter who you are, man, woman, anything. Do not waste my time. I don't need it. And on that message, I'm signing out. If that was some food for thought, click like and subscribe. Peace.